Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and if you're seeing this video it means that there is going to be some big changes here on my channel because I've made a few tweaks and a few little changes to my plan going forward from this video onwards. And trying to remain so strong, I know it's good if I'm wrong, I got it, So I'm going to be doing a little bit of a get ready with me, which usually would be on my vlog channel. But I'm going to put my hair back because we need to get started, and once I've done the get ready with me, I'm actually going to be filming a load of like mental health videos, including a reaction to one of Jessica Kent's videos that I watched this morning that I think was posted like 1 or 2 days ago from when I'm filming this, and it was amazing. Like, I felt so truly heartfelt for her that I wanted to react to it as a fellow like abuse survivor, and yeah, so I'm going to do that. But you probably would have already seen that because this is coming out later than when I'm actually like planning on doing the Jessica Kent one. So yeah, let's put this on. I need to stop rambling. So I put this on just to hold my hair back. I do have a mirror that is here on my side. This one has a light as well, so hopefully if I put it like bright enough, then it will like be able to illuminate my face as well. So this is also to show you what products I use, because I've recently also changed up some of the products that I actually use for my like makeup. So I don't always wear makeup. I only wear makeup when I am like filming or when I'm going out. But this is kind of, obviously I'm bulk filming, so I'm doing all this. So the first product I'm going to be using is this Revolution Pore Blur, which is a blur and fill primer. So I'm going to be using that. It is a very thick primer, but I do have quite bad pores, especially on my cheeks where I have acne scarring. So I do like the ones, like the primers that actually do like a blur and like a fill one, because yeah, I've tried so many different primers and this one seems to be my favourite so far. So if you've been following my channel for a while, you will know that I started off this channel by doing like just a bit of a mix of videos. There was mental health videos, there was lifestyle videos, there was kind of like a bit of everything, and I was kind of like not being consistent with what I was uploading, and I was doing Monday uploads as I do now and as I have been doing for quite a while, but I was only doing Monday uploads and it wasn't like consistently one topic of videos. So I can imagine as a viewer and as a viewer of other channels that could be quite like confusing in a way. So what I've decided to do from now on and going forward is you're still going to get the Monday uploads, which are going to be the mental health Mondays. So it might be a sit down update video, it might be a mental health awareness video, it might be, yeah, absolutely anything from sort of sit downs to awareness videos to anything like that, like as you've been having for the past sort of 3 or 4 months now. But I'm going to be adding an additional video in, and this is being posted on a Friday, which is going to now be called Fun Fridays. So Fun Fridays are going to be anything on my channel that might be a vlog, it might be a haul, it might be anything that otherwise would have been posted on my vlog channel is now going to become Fun Fridays on this channel. And the main reason for doing so is because my second channel that was called Living Life with Deeanna is now called Deeanna and Jade. So Jade is one of my really, really close friends. So Jade has recently moved closer and it's for her new job, which means that she's actually really close to me now and we can see each other a lot more. So therefore we've decided to make that channel our channel going forward, and it is basically going to be anything from get to know us videos to drinking challenges to food challenges to guess what sort of fizzy can pop is like under the box. It could be anything from that. It could be hauls, it could be sort of going into Primark with us, like, you know, it literally could be anything, but it will always include both of us. And the main idea would be that it will just be such transparent, like very get to know us things, and very kind of behind the scenes videos as well. So that's kind of what that channel is now going to become. So the reason for doing this was because we were kind of finding it hard to film together, and we were filming quite a bit together, and we were finding it hard to decide what video would go on whose channel. So that was kind of a bit of a dilemma that we were coming across. We were kind of thinking, well, you know, this one could go on her channel, that one can go on my channel, you know, and it kind of was just becoming a bit confusing. So because we couldn't decide sort of who would get what video, and she was with me I think literally like last weekend, so like literally less than a week ago, as I'm filming this, and we decided, should we just turn my second channel into our channel? And then she was like, yeah, that sounds really good. basically any videos that include both of us will go on there. So at the moment we are sort of bulk filming, we're pre-filming, and we're going to start posting on the Deeanna and Jade channel from July, so from July 2023. So if you're watching this in July, or if you're watching this like after July, then yes, we will be having videos on there. We are kind of like pre-filming, so then if we don't have a period of time we don't see each other, then we're kind of having videos ready to go, because we don't want to get to the point where we aim to post weekly but we can't post weekly because we haven't seen each other. And we are planning to try and meet up like monthly and then do like at least sort of 3 to 4 videos on that occasion. And you know, if we meet up more, then we get further ahead and it's just even better. So yeah, that is the main reason for the change in the whole content thing. But I hope that by putting specific days behind like my content, so on Mondays there'll be a mental health video and on Fridays there'll be more of a fun vloggy lifestyle-y content one. I'm hoping that by doing that it will kind of help you guys to know what sort of video is going to come on which day. So the next product I'm going to be using is the In Real Life Filter Finish in C1, and it is the concealer. So I actually love these products, right? So I started like thinking about having a new concealer like a little while ago, and I was using the foundation of this particular product and not really knowing sort of like, you know, the way it worked. But also the way it works is that it is such an easy way to kind of figure out. So once you know your foundation colour, they basically advise you to go one shade down in the concealer. So for example, I'm a mix of F1, which is foundation 1, and a F2, so I mix them together in equal parts. That gives my sort of foundation-y look, is half F1 half F2. So I'm actually a C1, so I went down in the concealer. So I'm going to be pairing this with the In Real Life All Day Filter Mattifying Fixing Spray, so again from the same company. And I'm just going to be wetting the sponge and then sort of dabbing my concealer in with a wet beauty blender. So the reason that I conceal and then foundation and then add a little bit of extra concealer is because I have really bad dark circles under my eyes. So you might not be able to tell from the camera because the camera actually has like a beautifying filter on it and it recognises my face, and then it like sort of makes your face a little bit more like even toned. But in real life, if you ever meet me in real life, yes, I do have quite bad dark circles, and I'm kind of working on sort of using different products, different like skincare products to try and alleviate that and try and make it so it's like less obvious. One of them being like an anti-aging BB cream that I've started using. So I've started using that because like actually I've been told you're supposed to be using like anti-aging products from like the age of 25, which kind of really shocked me because I was like, you know, 25, that seems really young. But actually she was like, yeah, because your skin starts to age from around the age of 25. And I was like, oh. And because I'm 27, I was like, right, let me start using some anti-age products. I was like, really? So now I'm going to go ahead and use my foundation. As I said, I'm going to be using equal pumps of foundation. So I've got 4 pumps of F2 and then I'll be using 4 pumps of F1. Usually this would be a bit too much. So I've got my mix of foundation on the back of my hand. I'm then going to use my beauty blender and just mix it together. I haven't really got down the amount of pumps to a T. So I find that 3 or 4 of each is kind of about right. It's going to look really shocking actually because you can see like where I've put the foundation. But yeah, I go in quite heavily with makeup. Like if I'm doing makeup, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make it so I get that matte look. I love that matte look in my makeup. So I've not always used a beauty blender for my makeup, I will say. I've gone sort of in between using a brush and using a beauty blender. So at the moment I'm using a beauty blender, but that is simply because I kind of prefer the way that the beauty blender makes this foundation look. I know that at the moment my foundation may look a little bit crazy, but once it oxidizes and once I powder it down, it actually doesn't look that bad. And once I've done my eyebrows and stuff as well, because I am rubbish. Like, I didn't start doing makeup properly until I was probably like 18 or 19. And even then, I had the absolute worst technique with my makeup. And even now, I could definitely do with like a makeup course to help me to understand fully what I need to be doing with my makeup. But I found that this works. And so yeah, I'm not going to knock it. So the only thing that I have to be careful with is I have a nose piercing. So if anyone's watching this has a nose piercing that's on the side of your nose, and specifically if you have a nose piercing, you wear makeup and you you've always struggled, or you kind of did struggle to get makeup around your piercing, how do you do it? Like, how do you use a brush? Do you use the end of the beauty blender? I use the end of the beauty blender, but even then I feel like I'm struggling. Like, or I mean, one thing I suppose you could do is you could take the piercing out, do your makeup, and then shove it in again, or do you just not wear your piercing for the entirety of wearing makeup? Like, I would be very intrigued, so leave a comment below if you kind of fit into that category, because so now I'm going to take the remainder of the makeup that is on my hand and just blend it down my neck, because yeah, I do not want to look like I have not blended. So yeah, the makeup still looks a bit crazy until I've done my lips and until I've done my brows, because I always rubbish with coordination, and I end up getting it on my lips, which at the moment is on my lips. So I know that. So actually I did way too much makeup. I have way too much on my hand. Oh dear, never mind. I will have to find a wipe or something to get that off, because I should have used 3 pumps. I've got a massive amount left. But now I'm going to set and spray with some of my spray. Let that dry. So next time, note to self, 3 pumps of each is plenty. Right, so my makeup still is a little bit crazy, which is fine, but I'm going to now take the beauty blender, now it's kind of nearly dry, and I'm just going to do my eyelids, because my eyelids seem to crease a lot, like they crease loads. So I'm just going to pat the makeup into my eyelids, and then I'm going to use one of these, like, beauty things. This is very dirty, but I'm now going to be using the Rimmel Insta Fix and Matte translucent powder, and I usually just use this on my eyes and a little bit on my top lip and a little bit on my chin where I get like particularly greasy. I hit pan on this makeup, on this palette, like you can see I've hit pan a little bit on it, and you can tell I love it because I've hit pan. I do have another one though, so I'm finding today I've got a lot of greasy areas, like even I can see shine on like that first bit of my cheek, so I'm actually kinda gonna put some powder there as well. I actually do end up powdering pretty much my whole face. I just got powder all over me. Great. Good, it's translucent, eh? So hopefully my makeup looks a little bit less crazy now, and it looks more like the mental health videos that I usually make. But I am going to go ahead and do my eyebrows, because I can definitely not see my eyebrows on screen. I'm also going to do my lips. So next I'm going to be using is this translucent pout bomb, which is going to like make my lips like all tingly, and it's going to make them like bigger, which I use this, I'll wipe that off, and then I'll put on my lip colour. So my lips will go all tingly. So it must actually bring like the blood to the surface and make your lips like just more pouty. But I'm going to do my contour whilst I'm waiting for that to happen. So the contour I'm going to be using is the She Glam Colour and Sculpt stick, and I am using it in the Pearl and Sand. I actually don't like the highlight on this stick. I prefer just the actual contour shade. So I'm going to be contouring with this, and I'm probably going to be highlighting with something different. So I actually didn't contour for the longest time, and I actually only started contouring about a year ago, and that was because like I went with my friend's house, like my best friend Alex, and I went around her house, and like she saw me do her makeup and she was like, don't you contour? I was like, I don't know how to contour, and like literally she showed me how to contour, because I did not know how to contour before I spoke to Alex. So yeah, I've put like some cheek contour, I put some jawline contour. I'm not the most confident with doing my nose contour, so I'm probably not going to do that, and I'm just going to move straight onto my lips. So I'm going to take off this pout stuff, because then my lips are slightly more like brought to the surface, and I'm then going to use the She Glam lip liner in macaroon. So I'm going to be using that. I used it for the first time the other day and I absolutely loved it, so yeah, I'm gonna be using that. So I used the liner first. I did initially think this liner was too dark, but actually when you blend it, it is the perfect shade, and I absolutely love it, because it's not like bright red, although I do have another lip contour kit which is bright red and like a more of a sassy red colour. This is more of a muted red, and I absolutely love it for everyday wear. I could not believe that just happened. The whole lip product just came out. I absolutely love it. I love the colour. I think it really suits me. But yeah, so that is it. I'm probably going to be looking at getting something a similar colour but not in She Glam, because yeah, that literally the whole lipstick thingy just popped out when I opened the lid, so I'm a bit wary about that. And also I've been doing my makeup now for over 30 minutes. Sorry if this video is really long. I'm gonna probably speed bits up, but yeah, it's quite long. So I'm now gonna go ahead and do my eyes. I have my eyebrow curler, my mascara and my eyebrow pencil. With my eyebrows, I don't do anything silly or weird or like extravagant. I literally just take the like spongy end of this pen, which is the Maybelline New York Brow Satin pen, and I I literally just run it through to make them a bit darker, because I tint my eyebrows, but sometimes like the tint comes off when you're like constantly wiping your face over, so I just pretty much a temporary tint back over it. I mean, look at the difference. You can see that eyebrow is definitely non-existent compared to like the two eyebrows. So I'll do the spongy at the end, as I said, and then I will use the actual like pen end to like just fill in the fronts of the eyebrows. So I've done the filling in, as I said, with the sponge, and now I'm going to take the pen end and I'm just going to just fill in a few more like finer hairs that you would have at the front of your eyebrows, because I overplucked my eyebrows, as most 90s like kids did, and I do not have eyebrows as far in as you should have them on your face. So yeah, I'm always going to change my battery because my camera is dying. My battery is literally like, change me, I am dead. So I will come back and finish my eyebrow in literally, you'll see it in 2 seconds. Right, so as I said, my camera battery died and I've done one eyebrow, so I'm now just going to go ahead and do the other one. Yeah, so give this video a like if you're also one of those like 90s, like 80s, 90s kids who like plucked the absolute shit out of your eyebrows and now has pretty much no hairs in the middle part of your like face, because I'm literally one of those, and I really hate the fact that I did it, but it was like one of those trends where you literally had the thinnest eyebrows. I didn't go as thin as most people, but I definitely did pluck like a load in the middle, and I went way too far in, and I still do to this day, to be honest, but the fact that I can fill them in is just perfect. So now I'm going to go ahead on my eyelash curler and I'm going to curl my eyelashes. I'm going to put on my mascara and then I'll be ready to start filming, as in like start filming my mental health videos and my other videos for this channel. So the mascara I am actually currently using is the I Heart Revolution Triple Chocolate Volumizing Mascara with coca extract. But to be honest, I do not use a particular mascara, so I just use a black mascara, whatever black mascara I have in my makeup kit. At the moment, my makeup kit is just in one of those foldable crates because I don't actually have a proper like makeup bag that I could zip up and kind of have it as a to-go bag as well. At the moment, I'm kind of just living out of a crate, which is not the nicest or the easiest thing to be doing, but thank you very much for watching this video if you made it this far. Like, you are a true loyal fan and subscriber if you did make it this far, because this video has been insanely long. I will leave all the links to products, if I can find the links, in the description box down below. And yeah, if you like this video, give it a like, because it actually tells me as a content creator what sort of videos that you really like to see on my channel. Like, views are one thing, but if you actually properly like this video, if you give it an actual like, which doesn't cost you anything, and it tells me as a creator what sorts of videos to plan and make for future videos. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and I cannot wait to basically grow this fan base and have, I don't know, I've got so many plans for the future. And yeah, so if you want to stick around for that, please consider hitting the subscribe button and join my family of subscribers. And yeah, I shall see you in my next one. Bye. Just like you're young again, no, don't you cry, just get back up again.